Proposal, the podcast where two friends make a hypothetical tabletop game one misstep at a time. As always, I am your game master Kyle, joined of course by our very own critical failure.
Will, hello. That's me.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I got no heating, man. It's cold.
No heat. Oh, in Christmas?
In
That's not
Christmas.
good.
It
It
literally
actually
snowing
snowed last
outside.
night. Yeah. Oh, you got snow too?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've just called up Tom Jones and been like, baby, it's cold inside.
Oh no. And then he stood in your doorway and he felt the knife in his hand. I don't know how
No.
many Tom
All
Jones
the Tom
references
Joneses are
we
from
could.
the same universe.
Oh man. I have a theory about. Uh,
Oh, yeah, hit me with your
yeah.
theory. Go for it.
Oh my god, maybe that's the one page one shot. The one page system
You want to write a
is
Tom Jones
everyone's Tom.
system?
I think so, yeah. I
Why don't
mean
you pick a musician you like and know about?
I like Tom Jones. I had to write something about him because he's Welsh, right?
I was gonna say, of course you did. You're Welsh.
I was gonna say,
You've
yeah,
not
I
got
had to
much
write a
history
thing
outside
about
of
him.
that.
Exactly. There's not many people. It's like, oh, pick a famous musician that you really like from Wales. I really like Lost Pro. No,
No,
pick.
no.
No, you don't.
Pick a different one. You've got him
They're
and Owen
awful.
Glendower, and
That
that's about
was.
all of your history. Nothing else happened in Wales.
Manic Street Preachers.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know if. Do you know who Manic Street
Of course,
Preachers
I don't
are?
know who Manic Street Preachers are.
You don't? Oh, they're so good. They're very glam rock. You'd like them. They're like they're funky.
Yeah, you know me.
I'd
I
like to
love me
see
some
them.
glam rock.
No, it's like fun. You've definitely heard Motorcycle Empty. Music is probably not what people have come here for.
No, I mean you're a musical man.
I am a
You're
musical man.
you're somewhat of a Renaissance man, actually.
Somewhat of a Renaissance man
Yeah,
myself.
you are. I think that's true. I can say that unironically.
I think. Am I?
Yeah, you
I
got
don't know what that
you can
means.
3D model. You can play music. That's
It's
enough
true.
to be a
I
Renaissance
try.
man.
Oh my god. I've done it.
God.
I've achieved.
Why are we here? What is this? What is this place I
We're
found myself?
we're doing a podcast. That's what this is.
Wow, what a unique experience.
A
Um,
unique
do
experience.
you have anything you want to get off your chest before we start? Like properly? I know we've started properly. You know what I mean?
Well, it is the day before December. He thought I was gonna say
Oh,
Christmas.
and all through the
It is the
house.
not not a creature was staring.
Oh,
This is what you say. Not even a mat. You're not.
not even a rat folk.
Not even a rat folk. Ah. No, I was gonna say, have you got an advent calendar ready?
I
You
have.
excited?
I have.
What advent calendar have you got?
I believe it's got little chocolate bears in it.
Oh, that's sweet. I
Yeah,
like that.
my nan gets it for me every year. I'm worried what you're going to say
Ow.
now.
I I have two. I know. Boo.
Hey, I have a mate that every year, on the 26th of December, he buys 25 advent calendars and then he eats them all next year, one calendar a day.
Oh my god.
He is a big
That's
man.
Why would you say it like
'Cause he-
Oh, oh
What?
god. Um I was at a house party once and it was like I think it was like New Year's and there was like a corner shop and they were just trying to get rid of like as many of their advent calendars as possible so they were just 1p. So my friend
Oh,
had gone out, spent a pay, sorry, UK currency here, 1p, and
yeah, that's a
he just
penny.
bought like as many as he could and just came back with like three shopping bags full of them and
Jesus.
just started handing them out.
Jesus.
That was a good night.
That was a good night.
Yeah.
I once bought a bunch of, those like um, edible cigarettes. They're like ones that come with Spider-Man
Oh yeah,
tattoos.
yeah,
I
yeah.
once bought a box of 13 of them, right,
Okay.
for
Oh, you told me.
50p, and because I wasn't allowed to buy sweets, I had to
I
eat
love
them
real
within the
cigars.
hour before my mum got home from work.
Oh
I was
no.
not well. I reckon that they give you as much illness as a vape.
Yeah,
Do, do kids
do you
these
think
days have
that the
edible vapes?
surely, surely, God, they're missing out. I'm sure they still have those little like candy cigarette
I
things.
mean, they're
Are they
already called elf bars. I'm sure they could get that like copywritten.
edible
They're getting
vape?
rid of animal bars, Kyle.
Animal bars? What's an animal bar?
There's a little chocolate
No.
bar with an animal on it.
Why are they getting rid of them?
It's, woke culture gone mad.
For £9.95, you can buy 144 bars on eBay. In
Jesus
case you,
Christ.
in case you want to have a week's worth.
A week's worth.
Huh?
That's a 1 good hour and 12 bad hours.
Yeah. Were they actually candy cigarettes then? Was that actually like? I always thought they were just like a stick. I didn't think they
They
were.
were, but they were based off of the old candy cigarettes and old candy matchsticks.
That's so sad.
Back
I
when
didn't know
smoking
that.
was cool and you got a little Spider-Man tattoo. I think if they gave out little Spider-Man tattoos, I'd have picked up smoking.
It is wild that they were like the two things that like parents hate, like smoking and cigarettes. They were like, why don't we put both of these in the same box and sell them to
I
kids?
thought you were going to say the two things that parents hate: smoking and Spider-Man.
Why? Who's your parent? Is it
Oh, Norman Osborn.
old J.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons,
Yeah,
the
he
actor.
hates Spider-Man. Yeah, the actor actively hates Spider-Man.
That's true.
No, I brought up advent calendars because I have a dice one,
You have a dice
and
one?
yeah, again,
Man, you're so
I
cool.
went.
Is there a 24-sided dice?
Yeah, there's a really big lump on the 24th day for that iconic 120-sided die.
I get an 120-sided die for Christmas in my stocking. It's
No,
black and it's you can use it to fuel a fire, but
no. Why? What did you do?
um, that's between me and Santa. That sounds like I slept with Santa.
Yeah, it does. That sounds a lot like you slept with Santa.
I slept with Santa, but that's not what I did wrong.
Oh,
I left
that's
without Irish goodbyes.
no. You did an Irish exit on Santa.
I did an Irish exit on Santa.
No.
He's never forgiven me.
He's never Cole every year.
Yeah, every year since, which is like 2 years.
God, which is 2 years. Good.
He walks up to one of the elves and he goes, "He never writes. He never sends anything up the chimney."
Oh, maybe that was the issue.
That's the problem. I never wrote. Um,
Never sent anything up his chimney.
well, I wouldn't say that.
A gentleman never
A
tells.
gentleman never shits. Um, um. Anyway, why are
So,
we here?
yeah. Um.
Only to
uh,
suffer.
we have a we we're completely scrambled because we just read out Reddit posts last time.
Yeah, that was so much easier, and fun.
Yeah.
Who knew
We were
that? Who
blessed.
knew that not doing work, as opposed to, well, I mean, this isn't work, but like not making
This isn't
something,
work.
simply
Could be
reacting and being mean was
yeah.
our calling.
God. You saying reaction content is easy?
It depends what you're reacting to. You know, if you're reacting to like TikTok compilations, yes. If you're nuclear
It's true.
reacting, difficult.
Oh, that was not where I thought that was going.
This is it not.
No, not at all.
Ah, okay.
Um, but yeah, I will. Whatever day we do the podcast, next week, I will update you on whatever dice I get that day, and
Oh,
tell
that's
you if I'm
cute.
enjoying my experience.
That's
So
cute,
it'll be
and
fun.
is gonna muck up the fact that we are banking episodes.
Yeah, no, shh.
Kyle opens his advent calendar throughout January.
Yeah. Why? How do you go? Oh, oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no. Um,
directly date which episodes are when, which is fine.
yeah, we're dating these very quickly.
Which is fine, you know.
But yeah, there will be a dice to remember because I'll pick my favorite one from the week and like
Okay.
I'll talk about that one. Now
Talk
it's
about your.
from
We'll have a
Dakota
segment.
Irish.
We'll have a jingle.
Yeah.
I can say that
What
because
dice
Carl
have
makes
I
the
picked
jingles.
out today? No! No more. No more, please. I've been worked to the bone. It's Christmas, sir.
Please, sir. No day offs on Christmas.
No day off on God, Christmas for the money lenders.
Yeah, Christmas is
Oh,
for the
there's a
capitalist.
good little.
Okay, yep.
Are we allowed to do Christmas topics, or is that too early?
Um, I think it's too early and it'll upset me, but you can do it. I think other people are
Too
ready for
early for
Christmas.
Christmas.
Other people are ready for Christmas. I've just had my birthday, so
It's too early for. Yeah, happy birthday!
wow, I'm old now.
Happy birthday.
But what I'm not is celebrating Christmas. But what was your Christmas point? Hit me with it. Make me mad.
Um, I I brought up an idea to you about doing a one-page one-shot, and I think that we could try and do a Christmassy one. I'm sure that's already been done. If not, I was just going to ask, what is your favorite Christmas film? But as you're being a bit of a Scrooge, I will leave it until we have a Christmas
My
episode.
favorite Christmas film.
I'm going to bleep out that whole line.
No, Kyle,
They
no.
don't get to know. No, they don't get to know. They get
Oh,
to wait till
I
Christmas.
have to wait till Christmas to find out my favorite movie. And you didn't bleep
Yep.
it because I just called you a slur.
Yep. That's exactly why. I'm not wiping away tears as we're continuing to talk.
Next time, don't test me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, right. Yeah, what are we here today for?
Today,
No, no,
this
no.
episode follows directly on from the episode "Oops All Folks," where we discussed the folk hero class up to its subclass in like a way that we could then test it at a later date. So this will be probably two of the other classes because I feel like the support classes kind of link together, and that's the witch and the fanatic.
Yes, yeah, I'm very excited. These were two that kind of I think we pretty organically both came up with these together. At least the fanatic.
Yes, yeah, 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 definitely. We both got lots of ideas for these. I don't know if you wrote your ideas down.
I have wrote them down. They're in my notes. So, they're just in my phone, and every now and again I've sort of gone to it. So they're gonna be a bit all over the place.
Mine are on a
But
large scroll.
oh, that's
I've opted for
novel.
large scroll this year. So if you hear any unfurling,
If you're only unfurling, apologies.
apologies. That's Kyle.
Yeah,
I
Santa
also have a
actually.
large scroll.
Yeah, Santa couldn't actually buy one this year to write on his naughty or nice list because someone bought the last one.
I didn't buy it. I took it from him. I took stuff as I Irish exited.
Am I on the list?
Let me look. Yes,
Oh,
I won't tell you
which
which
list?
list
Oh,
because I
oh
don't want
no.
to hurt your chances of getting that pony.
This year's got to be the year, right?
Surely.
Speaking of witches and lists, what are
Nice.
your thoughts on that? Thank you, very smooth. What do you think about the witch? We'll start with the witch. Thoughts and ideas.
So we said before that the witch is a sort of like support debuff buff class, correct?
Yes, yeah.
And also that they're like hunted. They're not common, and when they are, they like hide their powers.
Yeah, I like the idea of villagers having this sort of like witch hunt constantly going on. If because I've incorporated it into our campaign quite a bit, and I think it's very fun to have magic is either extremely common, or like very rare or non-existent in settings, and I always find that even when it's rare, it's never bad. So I think it kind of be fun to play in a style like that where people are sort of scared of the magic that's in this world.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I have a couple ideas for the witch, not as many as I had before.
Go on.
Um, So I had the thought that they'd be able to change the numbers in boxes.
Oh, okay.
So I had two abilities written down. I had double double, which doubles the value of an ally's leftmost
Hmm,
box for 1 round.
that's funny. Um, I believe leftmost was also. You might want to be
Was that also
careful.
perfect?
Yes, but I also think that leftmost was the multi attack.
I thought multi attack was any box. Oh, that's true. Um,
They're being written down, so I think just for the example now, I'm just nitpicking, so
yeah,
ignore
I
me.
guess double the values in their box is a bit broken with double attack.
Yeah, we'll figure it out because it'll be like bottom left or like top left or however it like lays out.
Yeah, because then I had after that toil and trouble, which is half an enemy's leftmost box, but we can figure out how it
That's really fun.
kind of works.
I really like that having the little like. I think that's very fun. It's
Yeah,
very
I
funky.
thought it was cute.
No, it's very cute.
My other
They to
my
me
other
seem very
must
fun.
my must
Hmm.
on this is that witches get familiars.
Yes, that's very fun.
That I will put my foot down. Witches have familiars,
No, I like
and
that.
familiars have like special spells that you cast with them, rather than being able to cast spells through them.
Oh, okay, so they have their own like. That's fun. Yeah, so it's not just like them doing another thing, it's their own separate thing again.
Yeah, so like if you know that a like 100% know that this class has a familiar, you can do stuff like this spell turns your familiar into, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Your familiar becomes a 5 foot ball of fire for a round because you know the witch has a familiar. So any you can have these like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I really like that. I can see that being very fun to play.
They're like a portable spell focus. You could also have like in general play, like I send my familiar to go get wood. They can go do that,
Oh, that'd be sweet. I like that.
you know, because you could have like a greyhound and you could go get stuff, or you could have a toad or whatever.
Mm.
I did have
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
summon into a
yeah.
frog, but I couldn't balance it.
Um, I guess that's that would be tough.
Yeah. What were you
That
thinking?
is a tough one. Um, I I kind of like the idea of like since they're like buff and debuffing, they I like them kind of being a cook. Like they're always very known for, having the big stew pot. They always sort of
The
boil around in.
cauldron?
It's a stew, right? Yeah, they're always known for like having a cauldron. So I like the idea of them being like a almost like a chef class where they sort of focus a lot on like cooking and I guess not specifically cooking, but like brewing
There's a
and
lot of
making
like
like.
cooking fairy tales. I'm now running my brain through like times where food comes up, and it comes up a lot. So maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think it could be quite interesting. I think it's like, yeah, maybe like you were saying about the familiar, maybe they collect ingredients.
That's cute. I think ingredients is a fun idea for the witch.
Mechanically, I wasn't super sure where to go with it. I don't know, because I want it to be fun to play, and I worry with stuff like that. It's like maybe that's your downtime, is like you get a set of potions that you can give to other people. Maybe that's part of it. I don't want that to be their whole thing.
Well, maybe it's like there's like 4 types of herbs you can collect in your downtime, and you pick which one you collect, and then until your next downtime, it's like potions imbued with a red herb do this. Potions
Hmm.
imbued with a green herb do this.
Yeah,
So you pick for the
that'd be
day
quite fun.
your like rest.
Yeah, I was I don't want to overcomplicate it, but I think it could be quite fun to say like each potion needs 3 ingredients, and then come up with a list of about 12 ingredients, like just
that is
12.
fun, but also hell, but also fun. So I think it's
No,
like a
I
careful balance.
so my idea is that you just come up with like, I don't know, like frog's legs, like eye of newt, those sort of like the very sort of basic, like a root, a herb, and like a spice. You can just sort of go down it and give each one of those like a buff, and then give another one a debuff, and maybe because there's 12 of them, they all go into like separate areas or something.
Okay.
And then like, so you have to use three, so you can choose to either make your potion like a full buff, or like a full debuff, or like it does half and
Oh,
half.
okay.
Or,
Like that area of
do you get what I
effect.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Like I
I'm
think,
just a little bit. I think it's because I'm struggling to visualize this list. But I think that's good because I've never seen that done before.
yeah, I think it'd be very fun to play if you have like, because I don't think it's overly complicated when you consider spell slots and spells and the amount of like abilities you get in Call of Cthulhu and stuff. Like I think realistically it's quite easy to do. Maybe more than 12. Maybe say, because I don't think it'd be too difficult to come up with a list of 20, just like names for 20 ingredients,
Yeah,
and then say for those ingredients like, oh, Eye of Newt has like a plus, gives you like a +2 to attack for your next round, but slows you or
I think that
something. I don't know
works.
if I want.
I like that. I think you just have to say, as a witch, you might have to keep a recipe book.
Yeah. It'd be like your spell book is like your recipe book.
Yeah, that works. I like that. I like them
Cool.
as like a cooking. That's their like normal trade.
Yeah.
Like I'm a chef. I've never made fire. I've never this frog that is my friend is not a man.
It's not a whole
He's
man.
allowed in
Okay,
the
ignore it.
kitchen. Carl, what you've made? Okay, okay, stick with me.
Hmm.
Chef class,
Yeah.
right? Makes things
Okay.
really good with few ingredients. Specifically, less than 3 ingredients, right?
Okay.
Has a familiar that it can
Hmm.
cast through.
Yes.
Okay, if I was to call that familiar Remy and it was to live in my witch hat,
Oh no. we made. Oh no, we made Ratatouille.
my unique character,
But like,
spaghetti bolognese.
but you've already found a way to completely divert what our original flavor text wanted to make a character,
That's true.
which is, I think, I personally find it is satisfying because you realize that then like this is something you can just sort of impart your own ideas onto. Like you can just sort of look at it and go, no, I don't want it to look like a hag. I want it to look like Ratatouille.
I wanted to look like ex boxer turned chef George Foreman.
No, he's in prison.
He's in prison.
Yeah, he.
What did he
Right, okay, I
do?
might be wrong about this. I believe he stole. I think he was
Oh, he was cooking the books.
yeah, no, I think he got done for like petty theft. I think he had
Oh man, can he
might
not
have
get
been
out on
I
like
might be
services
wrong.
to mankind?
Let me double check that
Like
because that was
list
something I
of
was
good
told
deeds done.
forever
Invented the
ago.
George Foreman grill. Did he invent it, or did someone look at it and be like, "Do you know what this reminds me of?" Look at this and tell me you don't see our George in this. There's his little face.
um
What did he do? Why is he
I
in jail?
think okay, I was told he
That's a
stole.
bad start. Okay, right.
I believe that I was lied to because
Okay.
I was. too. I want to say it's because I was too young to know to like actually have this conversation with. But all these posts are from 2022 and 2023.
Is he like a bad?
All
Is
of
he
them
like an
is
R. Kelly, Rolf?
yes.
Oh boy,
Yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah. Yeah, it's
Can he get out on good services?
no, no, in the bin.
No, he's. I'm not going to Google it because then I'll feel bad for my jokes, and I don't want consequences.
It's this may be not the place for it, but yeah. Well, I'm not. That's not the grill I'm buying anymore.
Boycotting his grills.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the witch.
Yeah, yeah. I think it could be fun. Maybe each like tier of maybe like the cooking ingredients have different tiers, and then like specific ones have specific effects. Like you can make like the buff or debuff, but then say if you put like certain three together, like if you put like I don't know, like dragon scale, eye of newt, and like puppy dog tail together, you make like turn into frog potion, or
This
like a
reminds
speak
me
with
a
dragon,
lot
or breathe fire.
of like all the games that people were playing during lockdown. You know, like the relaxing Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah,
I think we could tap into that market. We'll tap into that. You know what? I
yeah.
love capitalism, me. We'll tap into that.
Love
I love
capitalism.
them
That's
capos.
we're a capitalist first, but oh man,
Capitalism first,
those
dice
in
second.
no, that's the slogan of this podcast
Yeah.
now. Write it down.
Make money, make rolls. That's
More money, more rolls.
again, I think I said it last week, but we've come up with another unique idea for a podcast. Two men discuss finance.
Oh, that's actually such a good idea. Write that down.
I don't think anyone's doing that right now. Certainly
No,
not
I don't
two
think
men
so.
who have no financial knowledge.
No,
If
those
they are
two
doing it, I reckon that
capo will.
they're all financially trained if they are doing it, surely.
Oh, absolutely, yes. You would hope that they've spent several years in the industry at the very least.
And they'd all say at the start, I'm not qualified to give financial advice.
I actually watched a podcast, and that was like the first thing they would legally have to say every podcast because the slogan of the podcast was oh, what was it, like shit your pants, quit your job, kill your parents,
And they had to
and it was
go,
called
don't,
Trillionaire Mindset
don't do
to
any of
to
those
plug
things.
a now dead podcast.
Don't do any of those things.
Don't do any of those
And then
things.
did they have to go, wink?
Yeah, it was funny though. It was
Don't
pretty
do
good.
any of those things, wink. And if you don't do those things, wink,
You won't get rich.
you won't
Wink.
go rich, wink. Whereas our
Yeah, enough about
slogan,
finance.
what's our slogan,
Oh,
Kyle?
God. More money, more rolls.
More money, more problems.
More money.
Also, the first people to say that, Biggie Smalls
Yeah.
copied us,
Who?
and I will copy him into the grave.
Oh
Suge
no.
Knight's gonna get me killed. Is all I'm saying. If I disappear mysteriously between now and next episode, it was Suge
Look, I'll write that down. Don't worry. We have it on record.
for the
I'm
police
coming
report.
after you, Shug.
You won't get away with it this time.
So yeah, next week we're gonna have Shug Knight
No,
on
he's
with us,
replacing
and
me.
he's gonna be. He doesn't know much about tabletop role playing games, so it's
No,
gonna be a rough one next week.
no.
Sorry, guys.
Hip hop legend and part time murderer, Suge Knight.
Allegedly.
Oh
Allegedly.
yeah, we have to say that so we don't get sued.
Yep.
To our 8 listeners, maybe one listener, Suge Knight.
Thank you.
He. Oh god, that really got me. That was so sincere. Thank you.
It was
Also, if you
sincere.
happen to be Suge Knight, I'm very sorry for what I've said. I had a serious lapse in judgment.
What's the likelihood people know what we're talking about?
Um,
I know that you know.
I operate on a 0% of the time do people know what I'm on about.
That's not the best for a podcast.
No, but I think that's kind of the point. Is like you can zone. No one knows. Carl, there's no one who's listening to this who knows 100% of what we were on about. You list. You
That's a
listed an
good point.
obscure Welsh musician.
Uh, the Manic Street Preachers are not obscure.
Oh, my bad.
They're very no, wait, like they're popular.
Hmm.
They are good. They
Hmm.
make some decent music. They're good.
On what radio station?
Um,
And I know that that's not a metric
I was gonna
of good
say,
music. I listen to rap. They're not on any music station. This is an invitation for improv.
oh god, I don't even know. I don't know. I
Valleys
don't remember the last time I
FM.
used a radio.
The Valleys
I
FM.
just no, they're on like BBC and stuff.
You're on the BBC
They are.
radio.
I was. It's not plugged out right now.
Okay, let's not
I'm
have that track back to this.
Yeah, they keep them separate.
Kyle's embarrassed
Um,
about me.
no.
He won't let his wife know about me, but that's for other reasons.
She knows.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's reassuring. She knows about your podcast habits.
Yeah, you
That's,
know,
that's good.
it's great. Any other thoughts on the
Anyway,
witch?
speaking of witches,
Oh no! Oh, she's gonna beat me up.
she's gonna absolutely clock you and mean one. But is that are we happy with that for witches? Do we have any other notes? Any other ones for
I
now?
think my main note is that I don't solely want the witch to be about cooking. I would like
That's
that
that's
to
what
be
you.
like a
That's
fun.
literally what you brought to the table. And now,
No. I know. I want it to be like a core like part of them, but I don't want it to. I kind of want it to be like Druid's wild shape. It's something that you can fully lean into or completely ignore,
yeah,
and you're not losing a part of that subclass or that you're not losing a part of that class by playing it that way.
and much like Druid Wild Shape, if you don't fully lean into it, you're. I think I'm gonna think you're a nerd. I think that you've been
Why?
given the opportunity to turn into a bear and you haven't taken it.
That's true.
Do you have any
That's
idea
very
how many
true.
people out there want to turn into a bear? You were given the opportunity and you were like, what if I secreted spores and was and made the ground stinky? Get out of here. Get
I
out of my
did that.
house.
I did that halfway through a campaign. I chose to actively stop wild shaping and start using
I live
spores.
in fear of you doing that in one of my campaigns, being like, I kind of don't want to be the character I am anymore, which is fine. But to then not
Well,
pick a new character and be like, my old
in my
character is
defense,
has gone to a night
I
class.
to be fair, that character got stuck in the Fae for like a year, like in a time jump, and so that was why they decided. That was why I decided they had like stopped
Oh,
wild shaping because they would like black out when they
time
wild shaped. It was
time
like a
jump
thing they
did
had
it.
to use in the war.
Time jump did it.
Hmm. Yeah, I have a tattoo of that character. I love that character so much.
Spurs spores. That's why Bill Murray can summon spores.
Can he? What?
He was stuck in a time loop. And now when he
Ah.
thinks really hard, he can summon the PC game Spore. I'm trying to reference as many things as possible to
Oh my
alienate literally
god.
everyone.
I actually have a really massive rant, and I don't know if we have time for
Hit
it
me with
because
it.
we've already
Well,
talked about George Foreman and the Manic Street
I think it
Preachers.
should be the end of the pod. We were trying to do two this time.
Have we already hit?
I don't know what we've hit. Do the rant.
Oh wait, no, we're fine.
Do the rant. Do
Okay,
the rant.
how has I've looked a fair bit. Someone's probably gonna link this. It's the first comment we'll get, and the link is gonna be showing me up. How
Actually,
please
please make Carl look bad.
genuinely,
He makes me look.
please,
I make him look good. So please bring him down a peg.
please, we'll shout you out next time that we see it, which will probably be like 2 episodes from now because
We'll
I
show
wasn't
you out
done
next
by
time,
any.
being months from now.
Maybe 2 weeks. So, how has no one ever made a system that accurately depicts a time loop.
And that's not what
Like,
Planescape is. Okay. That's not what Tales from the Loop is?
no, the loop is the name of right. So Tales from the Loop
That's not what
is a
Fruit
system that
Loops is?
Fruit Loops is. No, Tales from the Loop is about a particle accelerator that was built underneath a city in or like a town in the Swedish Isles,
Yeah.
and so the loop is the particle accelerator that's
Ah, it
underground.
doesn't cause a time loop. I thought it caused a.
It could.
It could.
It also brings dinosaurs back, and it. So I think
Uh,
that Tales from the Loop specifically keeps it extremely vague, so that basically it's like it's very like old sci-fi. So it's like, oh, the loop is so crazy that very strange things start to
Carl,
happen.
have you been pitching
Like
paranormal to me for all this time that you've wanted to play Tales from the Loop? The
paranormal. What is
TV
that?
show where the dinosaurs come through the portals. Was that paranormal?
What do you mean? No, Primeval.
Primeval, that's the one.
I have that on
You
DVD.
have that on
Yeah,
DVD?
I
That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me at
no,
all.
it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna send you some art from Tales from the Loop
It'll
just to
appear
show you
on
how much I
screen.
love it.
Ooh.
It will.
Again, that's
Ooh, look how
Kyle's
well
job,
we're doing.
so
We're doing our best. No,
that's our
Tales from the
that's our
Loop.
actual slogan.
We're doing our
We're
best.
doing our best,
I like that. That's a good one.
considering
Um,
what we have to go on.
exactly. Uh, Tales from the Loop. The idea is that this particle accelerator has made everything around this town very wacky, and so with that, you can kind of just do anything.
Right.
Like, so in one of the episodes, a girl. Oh, and there's a TV show of it too,
Of Tales of the
which
Loop?
is like yeah, it got an Amazon Prime show.
Whoa.
In one of the episodes, a girl leaves her house and goes to school, and when she comes back, her mother didn't pick her up, and as she gets to her house, it has fully vanished, and you see it get like sucked up into the air, and it like moves and places back down somewhere else and like creates a time loop where I think it creates a
It
time loop
creates a
anyway.
time loop. I'm being
Kind
gaslit.
of. So, right, okay. So the thing that confused me about the episode is that a little girl walks or finds like her school friend, goes to a bar to find her mother, and the mother looks at the little girl that her son has brought to the bar and realizes it's her. So both of them exist in the same. It's so confusing.
Her
Like
son
it
is
doesn't.
flashback. Go again. Her son brings a young her to the bar.
Yeah,
They've reversed Back to the Future.
that's the thing. So like the girl has been growing up all this time in this city or in this town, and then like she tries to go home, can't go home. One of her friends from school is like, "Oh, my mum can help us. She works in the loop." They go to their like they go to the bar where their mother is, and the mother looks at the little girl and realizes that it's her from the
I
past,
don't know how I
but
feel
she's
about
never
that.
lived.
I don't. That doesn't make me feel comfortable. Can you imagine role playing that? I'm your
Yeah, I
mum,
think it'd
but
be.
our age. Okay, man. Sick.
I think it's kind of interesting. I think it's quite a fun one.
It's cool
Uh,
as like a plot device.
yeah, I think it works better as an episode. Another one is that like balloons keep appearing everywhere. It's quite SCP, but like on a larger
Oh, I
scale.
love
I just
SCP.
sent you
You've
another one I
sold me
thought you'd
again.
like.
I'm back on board.
I sent you another image I thought you'd like. It's big bugs attacking a little car.
What is that? I love it.
They're big bugs. Yeah, it's I love this system. It's so it just allows you to be creative. So like I know I said that no system has properly set it up where there's like mechanics for you waking up the next day in a place that you've already, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like nothing properly. But I guess that whole scenario is narrative, so it doesn't
we
matter.
could do that with ours, and it would be that TV show Once Upon a Time.
You've mentioned this a few times.
I
I still
have.
haven't played
I don't. I've not even thought
played it,
about it for
watched it.
like years, and now I'm like, this is my only cultural touchstone for fairy tales.
I know that Erin's seen it. I
Erin's
believe
seen
her
it.
mum has.
Get her on. Get her on for an episode.
Yeah, she did actually ask.
She asked. Bless her.
Yeah,
That's very sweet.
so maybe,
So maybe
maybe that's
get her on to
one of
discuss
our
a program I haven't
guests.
watched in 12 years.
Yeah, in case we need an expert.
Yeah, because we're not experts. I think we've made that clear by
No.
having literally no cohesion to this episode.
Yeah, I think this is the Gaslick episode.
Again, I yeah, this one doesn't count. Apologies to anyone who was excited about the witch,
Sorry.
or anyone who thought that these
If
episodes were going to have structure.
yeah.
No, they're not.
Uh
They aren't have structure.
no. I'm gonna keep gushing about this system that I really like for another minute. There's a sequel system to Tales from the Loop called Things from the Flood, where anything that is technology gets a virus. And the art is so metal, I love it. I
Anything
just
that
sent you
is
another
technology
picture.
gets a virus.
Yeah, anything that's like high technology gets like a
What's the
virus.
line?
W-
Calculators?
Well,
This
if
is
if
that
you look
episode
at the
of Dark Place where the woman's menstrual cycle causes all of the technology to try and kill everyone.
kind of,
If you haven't
it's
watched Dark Place,
nuts.
watch Dark Place. It's so good.
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place very good.
Anyway, yes,
But yeah,
terrifying.
if you
Oh, it's like an
if you
organic
look at
virus. For
the
those, I know that you've got an image, but if you're listening to this and not seeing it, the virus is organic. It's growing. It's got a teratoma. It's growing body parts and like organs.
it's it like forces like one of these is like an answering machine, and it forces it to like yeah grow like horrible like bits of flesh and like an eye. But it's there's a gif of it.
That's
I'm gonna
also
put
very Garth
that up so
Marenghi.
that you can watch.
Good idea. That's very Garth Marenghi as again. He has that book where he sleeps with a sentient typewriter.
It's so good. It's so interesting.
It does look cool. I like the idea a lot.
But yeah, that system was in print for a year and is no longer running,
You're
and it really
joking.
frustrates me. Yeah, it's no longer in print, but like because it was 2019, there are still like ones floating around, and I want it. I'm gonna get it.
That's nuts. I thought it was still. I thought it was hmm, like a more popular
No,
system.
Tales from the Loop isn't that popular either. Like I don't know many people who have heard of it, and whenever I hear people talk about like 80s games, it like tends to be kids on bikes.
I
It
run a
tends to
run.
be the
I've
go-to.
written up kids on bikes. That seems fun.
I'm very excited for that. That does seem like a fun system. You can tell that we waited 2 weeks to record again because we're just having like a oh and this
And
system I
this, and
like and
this,
this
and this.
system.
Oh man,
Next one's gonna be more cohesive
it's
and
not.
maybe it'll
I've
include
got no heating, so the next two episodes, I'm gonna get more irritable as this goes. We should do a
Gas
hypocrites at the
League.
end of this, and I'll just go in.
That'd be a good idea.
I'll have no threshold.
If as we're a little bit behind on on what we're pushing for the witch. If you have any thoughts on what you feel like a witch class in a game, like a role playing game, should have, send it in. Send us a comment, or I'll link the email again, and just write in, give us some thoughts.
Yeah. Anytime you want to add stuff to this project, we won't put your name on the book, but we might put your name on the book. Who knows?
I'll put it in.
Yeah, we'll put it on
I'll
put
change
it on
my
the back
name.
page, and we'll definitely not forget to do that.
I'll change my name to your name and I'll put it in the book.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
As long
I
as
can
you're
name now.
called Carl Chaplin, please send in.
Nope,
No,
nope, different name.
you'll change it to whatever
Whatever your
name.
name is. Yep.
Okay, and
So
I'll
well,
change my
so
face to
if
whatever your
you,
face is, and that'll be the picture on the back of the book.
yeah. So there you go.
There you go. Do we want to do Fanatic in this one, or are we leaving that?
We we got about 15 minutes.
15 minutes? I think we can
So
bang out Fanatic in 15 minutes. As long as we
I
don't.
think we flash out thingy some more. I think we flash out witch some more. I
Okay,
don't know if we have.
okay. Back to the point. I had a spell idea for the witch.
You had a spell idea? Go on.
Um,
How minimal are spells gonna be?
very.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna have maybe five, or is it like there's a lot but you can only take a few?
I don't know if there's a spell list. I think they're just abilities you have.
Hmm. I like that more. That's very interesting. Go ahead. What was your spell idea? I don't want you to lose it.
I had two. So one of them was to curse someone, and it would give them -2 on all rolls. So that's an
Ooh.
in and out of a combat ability, but it would be on a concentration check, so a mental check.
Yeah.
They'd have to roll their mental die.
Oh, I do like that a lot.
So you could use it out of combat. It might have like a maybe not visually they can tell you're doing it, but maybe like friends they can visually tell it's happening to someone if it's like obvious.
Yeah, I like the idea of having maybe your own way of like making a hex of someone. Maybe you like either make a sort of like maybe you curse their door. Like if you find out where they live, you can sort of like leave a mark on
Yeah,
them.
and then the minus
Or
two is just the mechanical way of that
yeah,
manifesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think -2 is a lot, and I think maybe you should go through a little bit to do it. But maybe if you
It is a lot.
like it's another downtime thing. So
Yeah,
you have the option of like
I go around town
maybe
like
if
I put little, I mark every door.
maybe you do like one a night. Maybe you like spend most of the night making it, and then you sort of go out and place it down. But like maybe even if you do like a voodoo doll, like a little like pin cushion of someone, maybe that's another way to do it. Like you spend an evening making a little doll of someone,
I
like an
did wonder
enemy.
about voodoo because I was like that would be a cool subclass. That would be the ones I'd play.
I'd like it.
Those are the
I
witches
know
I
it's
understand the most.
really
Yeah, I like
not.
I'm very interested in voodoo and the differences between voodoo and hoodoo, and when people use them wrong in media, I get mad. That's my I have a lot of toxic traits. That's one of them.
I always thought that hoodoo was just a very
You thought it was
I've
bad?
forgotten the word. No, I thought it was a very convenient word to use when you want to use the word voodoo in a song and can't think of the next
Oh,
one.
it's the only word that rhymes with. Um,
Yeah.
no, it's just like a run of bad luck.
Oh,
You can be like I think it's been slanged, but
you can
um,
be hoodoo.
it specifically is like a body of magical traditional practices. It says here, which is correct. So hoodoo's like the
That's quite
magic,
fun. Oh,
and it's like a different religion to voodoo. It's all complicated. Well, I don't really want to get too much into it, so we'll do voodoo adjacent stuff, but we won't call it voodoo. I think would be the best way to do it.
yes. Yeah, we'll like name the specific things. Like if we were gonna do like a pincushion doll, it would be like
It would be like spirit
hex.
magic.
Yeah, it would be like hexed likeness or something.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that,
Thank
but we
you.
can pick from like real world magical like traditions, like the sort of Salem stuff.
Ooh, yeah, because I think that's easier to do without being. offensive?
Yeah,
Is that the right
I'd
word I'm
want to
looking
include
for?
all of like other cultures ones as well, though. I think that could be interesting.
Yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
I think
I had
with the
another
witch
spell
trials,
idea.
go on, go on.
I've called it Occupy Sense. So you pick
Okay.
one of the senses and you occupy it. So like if you pick sight, you can see out of that person's eyes and they are blind.
Ooh.
If you've deafened them, you can hear out of their ears. If you mute them, you can speak out their mouths in their voice. Um,
Oh, that's fun.
if you remove their sense of like all of that kind of stuff,
Hmm.
I think that could be fun because you could use that in or out of combat. You know?
That'd be good. That would be very good. I do like that. I worry about being strong.
Yeah, because it's kind of limitless.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
You're the like balance guy.
yeah. Hmm.
You're the bad cop.
I'm bad cop.
I don't think so. I think if anyone's bad cop, it's unfortunately me, or it's both of us.
It might be both of us. I don't know if I'm great at balancing things. I think I have lately a bit of a mentality of, oh, but it's fun, so who cares?
Hmm. That's always been my mentality.
I think it's,
That's how stuff slips
yeah.
through.
Um,
That's how I write the
maybe we,
worst thing ever written.
maybe we only do, because no one's gonna pick smell, right?
You might, but okay.
Like maybe we come up with a list. I don't think touch should be one. You shouldn't be able to control. Maybe you should. I think it'd be cool. Maybe it's timed. Maybe you get 10 seconds.
Okay. And you can control, you can make someone else touch something.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like you can for a few seconds. Like I know you haven't seen Avatar, but there's a bit in there where you know the water bending tribe.
Pretend for the sake of this I do.
Okay, well they do a dance and they can control water, but there's a certain like person who's like this creepy witch, and she does blood bending, where like because blood is like a liquid, she can control it, and she just like forces someone to move, and it's this really creepy, cool,
Oh,
like
there's
eerie
that's.
scene,
I don't
right?
like that it's any liquid, Kyle.
Shh, just blood, just blood. Um,
There's other liquids,
and
Kyle. Spinal
no,
fluid,
stop it. I
Mountain
think they
Dew.
mentioned spinal fluid. Oh my god, I'm the Mountain Dew druid.
But
But yeah, no, I think it could be really fun. I, stop it. No, no.
you can mute that. You
Um,
can beep that if you want.
yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will. I think it's more telling on you if I don't.
Thanks. Thanks for that, man.
You're welcome. Maybe I will. Maybe I will beep it. We'll see.
We'll
See
see.
how kind I'm feeling.
We were discussing this
Um,
earlier when I said that our podcast was like I joked that it was PG-13, and you were like, I don't know what makes something PG-13.
it's a dumb rule. I don't think that 13 is a defining age. I don't know
Did
if,
you not,
but also I
when you
don't
were
know if I would do it.
13, feel like you were ready for mild violence and
Swears.
drug references and the mentioning of the word sex?
You know what? I'm happy to say I'm just wrong on that one. Yeah, fair
Were
point.
you not ready for? But were you ready for that at 12? Would that have hurt you as a 12-year-old? Do you think you'd be a different man? Because that's what
Um,
it's there to stop. It's there to prevent you from becoming the people you watch in movies, I think. If
yes,
a
I
12-year-old
guess.
watches a 13 plus movie, that's
Hmm.
that's how crime happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. With that as like a little final tangent, what do you think? What do you think about age ratings on
uh,
role-playing games? Because they all have
on
them.
role-playing games, they all have
Yeah,
them.
D&D has. Let me grab the player's handbook.
Wow.
I know for a fact they
D
have.
and D can't. Well, I guess Spelljammer made you do a like a murder suicide.
No, they. Wait, what?
They made you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't in the book though. That was on the. That was if you were catching the D&D Beyond free uploads. that they did like every other week. Yeah. As I scan through, and I could have just googled it. D&D Fifth Edition is a fill the air space while I
D12. It's a
read.
D12 age rating. I reckon we roll the dice for our age rating, and
Oh,
then we just like
what if it's
roll with the
what if
punches.
it's one? What if it's 20?
Um, what could a okay? We'll pitch this as a hypothetical. What could a 1-year-old do that a 2-year-old can't?
Talk? No, I meant the other way around.
You forgot how to
Jesus
talk when you were 2.
Christ. Yeah, apparently.
Isn't
Where
it
the
Baby
hell?
Geniuses? Where it's like at the age of 1, you forget all of the secrets to the universe, but when you're born, you have them all.
What?
That's got to be that movie. I can't make that up.
Oh, it's a movie. I thought you just meant this was like a theory you had.
Oh no, no.
I was gonna say, oh no, you're one of those Nephilim people who's like, actually, they were giants.
Nephilim are from Darksiders.
Oh, there's also a line about it in the Bible that everybody is like, it's proof.
Wow.
It's proof
If
they're a
there's proof
giant.
anywhere, it's in the Bible, Carl. You know this.
Exactly. Dinosaurs where?
Hey, they were put here to
Nephilim,
test
thank
us,
you.
all right?
The dinosaurs were here to. I do keep eating dinosaurs.
I didn't mean to test you on your diet.
Well, I mean, that was his first test. He's a very unoriginal man, the old
It's very
god.
funny to think of
He.
someone's cheat day being the day they commit sin.
That's what old Eve felt.
Her cheat day was
She was
having
like,
an
you know what?
apple. God, that was
Cheat day,
strict.
yeah.
God, that was strict, actually.
God, that was really strict of you. What the hell?
Hey, man, back off.
Fifth edition is the age
Oh, thank
rating.
God.
Fifth edition has the 12 plus age rating.
12 plus.
12 plus, yeah.
Who swears in that book?
B.
No.
Well, that's
Well,
the thing. Is like
I
it's
don't know
surely,
what I
surely.
think about that. I think Strahd's surely higher than 12. Surely.
Oh, that's a good point. The different. Is this interesting?
No.
Oh, actually, is it?
We should have stopped.
Who
We should have
cares?
stopped 3 episodes
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think because things like things from the flood, like, I think that's kind of fun. Tales from the Loop doesn't have a death system because it's set in the 80s, and you're 10 to 15. But in Things from the Flood, the sequel, you're in the 90s, and it's 14 to 19, and
And
you do have a death
they can
system.
die.
There is like a death mechanic. Yeah, they actually add like a death mechanic, which I
That's
thought was really fun.
very funny. That's the
I love the
cut-off
idea
bar
of
for
just
human
like
life.
it's so
Hey
good.
man,
I
if
love
you
that
can't
little
make it
system.
by 14, I'm sorry, but that was it.
Yeah,
That was your last warning.
that was it. No more.
I don't make the rules. 14, you can survive by yourself in the wild. That's when I'm sending my sweet boy Finn into the woods.
I'm only gonna take my child to IKEA because they have all the necessities, and then at the age of 15, I will allow him into any other shop, and he will thank me for, you know, just seeing another shop and seeing how wild it is that some shops only have food.
I can't believe you've twisted my child experiment and made it a positive thing.
Is it positive to only take your child to
Well,
IKEA
my
and
pitch was
then
to I'd
bring?
only take my child to um like places with self-service machines.
Oh yeah.
So Argos,
Yep.
McDonald's, Tim
Mhm.
Hortons, and then when he turned 8, I'd take him to an IKEA, and it would blow his mind
Why specifically? Like,
because I think it's the opposite of an Argos.
do
Hot
you
take,
think?
hot take, opposite of an Argos.
That's true, I guess.
There's nothing less like an Argos, you know, in the world.
And that's why they went bust.
Yeah, they now live in Sainsbury's.
Yeah. Could be worse.
Or rip to It's not the
Right.
worst place someone's ended up after like a divorce. I'll sleep
No,
on the
I think it's.
Sainsbury's
I think
tonight.
here maybe the word.
Here, our podcast
Yeah,
to all our
yeah.
divorced listeners.
We love you.
We love you. That makes one person.
And we. That makes two people.
That's true. I lied. So
If only you could learn to love yourself, then
that's
you would get three. Right.
three.
Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very
We'll
much. This one was an
see you
absolute
next
mess.
week. Sorry.
Sorry.